Welcome to 365 Days of Healing. So today we're going to do a little bit of what is connected to art therapy, and we're looking at our subconscious mind coming through, so we're not really involved. Now, very often when we're on the phone or just sitting, we may pick up a pencil and we just start drawing without thinking what we're doing, without even necessarily looking at it. And so that's what I would like you to just pick up a pencil and just start moving it across the page and seeing what comes out. Now we may just sort of do figure of eights, which is like a symbol for an infinity sign. And if we actually look at what I've done here, you will see circular patterns that crisscross like a knot. Now, if we looked at the symbolism of that, we may go, oh my goodness, is that the tangles of my mind? Is that the journey that my mind takes? So one thought in 1 minute, 20 thoughts in the next 5 minutes, or 500 thoughts in the next 5 minutes. So what we're going to do with this doodling that we have in front of us, we're going to then pick up different colours, and we're going to go into it and start, say, colouring sections of each of it. So we will fill the space that is created by the lines, and I'd like you to start pondering about what that space may represent to you. So here you go. I've chosen this darker pink colour here, and if we then use colour as part of our understanding as to why I've done what I've done, we may see that colour, which is not quite a bright dark red, but in between a red and, say, white, so it's pink. So it could represent my sense of love that I want to impart, not just to the world, but to myself. However, this pink that I've used is more red than white, so it's a darker pink. So it probably is to do with my root chakra, and which is represented as red, and that indicates my survival. So for us to survive, of course, we need love. A child will not survive if it does not receive a certain level of love. And so the symbol of what I've done there is also showing me what that representation means. Now, your own interpretation will be for you, not just what I have done. So sit down, do some doodles, find the spaces between the lines, and start to use the colours that you are drawn to fill some of those spaces. So then I may go on and start filling other spaces here, and I have chosen green. Now, in nature, green is the colour when everything is healthy and alive and at its full balance for growth. All right. Green is also the colour that is connected to the heart chakra. And when everything in the heart and in nature is balanced and full of resonance and love for self, love for our universe, love for our environment, love it is green. And green, if we go out into nature, is we will find myriad colours of green. So keep going with your doodle and start filling the spaces with the different colours and see what those colours represent to you. When you have finished the colouring the doodle, you possibly will have a representation of something there in what you have drawn from your subconscious, and it probably will speak to you as a design that talks to you at some deeper level. So enjoy this little exercise. It's not a formal exercise, it's a very informal exercise. It's one that takes your full focus away from the everyday world. It's using symbols, it's using colours, it's speaking to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind wants you to understand what it may have to say to you. Very often we don't listen to our subconscious, and we find it is actually to our detriment. So enjoy the exercise of just doodling. You don't even have to colour it. Just use the forms and have a look at what they represent to you. It may be the infinity sign, which is a sideways figure 8, and it shows no beginning and no end. And then we can focus in and maybe even meditate on what that symbol of infinity means for us. It may be that spiral pattern, and that spiral pattern repeats itself in life over and over again, and it could represent our journey from our beginning to our end, or for any other journey or pathway that we're on, meaning we could start a journey, and if we go inward instead of outward, it could take us back to the point where we emanated from, which is the essence or the source. So enjoy your exercise of doodling and have fun with colour and form. Namaste.